I'm standing in his doorway, my eyes locked on his, as he gives me a side hug and says he wants to see me again, but he'll be busy for the next few weeks. The words feel like a gentle blow, a mixture of reassurance and dismissal. I try to process the emotions, to untangle the threads of excitement and uncertainty. But before I can respond, he's already turning away, saying he has to go. The door closes behind him, and I'm left standing there, wondering what just happened. We met through mutual friends at college, bonding over our shared awkwardness and shyness. Our first interactions were tentative, like the first steps on a frozen lake, but as we spent more time together, the ice began to thaw. He'd stutter and stumble over his words, and I found it endearing, a sign of his nervousness and genuine interest. Our friends would tease us, sensing the chemistry between us, and we'd exchange furtive glances, the tension between us palpable. As we hung out more, our conversations flowed like a gentle stream, meandering through topics and laughter. He'd listen intently, his eyes locked on mine, and I felt seen, heard. The group dynamic was comfortable, but when we were alone, the connection was electric. We'd touch, our hands brushing against each other, and the spark would ignite. I tried to play it cool, to not overthink it, but my heart was racing, my mind whirling with possibilities. The night we went back to his apartment, the air was charged with anticipation. We'd been drinking, our inhibitions lowered, and the conversation flowed easily. He'd put his arm around me, pulling me close, and I felt safe, protected. As we sat on his roof, the rain pattering against the umbrella, our lips met, and the world melted away. It was like we were suspended in time, the only reality the two of us, lost in the moment. But as the night wore on, reality intruded, and we stumbled, literally and figuratively. He couldn't get hard, and I tried to reassure him, to downplay the significance. We went to sleep, our bodies entwined, and the next morning, he was affectionate, cuddly, and sweet. I felt like I was walking on air, my heart soaring. As we parted ways, he said he wanted to see me again, but he'd be busy for the next few weeks. I tried to be understanding, to give him space, but as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into silence, I began to panic. I texted him, trying to sound casual, but my anxiety seeped through the words. He didn't respond, and I was left wondering what I'd done wrong. Had I misread the signs? Was he just not interested? The questions swirled in my head, a maelstrom of doubt and uncertainty. I thought about our conversations, about the way he'd looked at me, and the way he'd touched me. It felt real, genuine, but now, I'm not so sure. As I look back, I realize that we were both navigating uncharted territory. We'd just graduated, and our lives were in flux. He didn't have a job, and I had a full-time position, and the distance between us seemed insurmountable. Maybe he got scared, maybe he felt overwhelmed, or maybe he just lost interest. The not knowing is the hardest part, the uncertainty a constant hum in the background of my mind. I've gone over our interactions, trying to decipher the signs, to understand what went wrong. His friends describe him as shy, awkward, and innocent, and I agree. He didn't seem like the type of guy who'd use someone for sex, but maybe I'm just naive. I've tried to reach out, to give him space, and to trust that he'll come around, but the silence is deafening. As I stand here, trying to make sense of it all, I'm left with more questions than answers. Was he ever really into me, or was it just a fleeting attraction? Did he get scared, or did he just lose interest? The uncertainty is a weight, a constant presence in my life, and I'm not sure how to shake it off. What do you think happened, and was I right to give him space, or should I have been more proactive?
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop your verdict in the comments below, subscribe for new stories every single day, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one.